Well, we got some bad news. Good morning, beginning farmer friends. I guess we didn't get bad news, we saw bad news. It frosted last night, October 2nd, I believe it is. We got our first frost of the year. I don't know how bad of a frost it was, but if it was a killing frost, but the garden wasn't fully done yet. Or we weren't fully done with the garden yet. I guess the garden gets to choose and decide what it wants to do. So we'll see if it was a killing frost. The bummer thing is that, you know, we got a frost and it's gonna be cool for the next couple days, but then it's gonna be in the 80s next week. So you just, hate to see that, because there's more that we need to do. I'm driving today. There are a million things going on today. 1,000,001 things going on today. So we'll see what happens. So I've got a plan for this shed. I was thinking about it last night as I was going to bed, and I think if I come in from the other end, kind of start scraping that away and digging that down to the level that it needs to be, that then I'll be able to get the tractor in and be able to go all the way through. I just really need to be able to go all the way through to get it down deep enough so that when I put those dirty chips in, it's at the right grade or at the right level, however you want to put that. So I'm gonna get the tractor out of this shed, drive it around to the other side of the building, and then start digging again, or scraping, or moving. You know, I wish I was funnier. These videos would be better if I was funnier.
Me and Johnny Wilson went to town. Me and Johnny Wilson went to town. Me and Johnny Wilson went to town. We took a barrel of moonshine down. Well,
I should have done that a long time ago, I guess.
Walk, walk, Johnny Wilson, walk the walk. Walk, Johnny Wilson, walk the walk. Walk, Johnny Wilson, walk.
I've dug down quite a ways. I don't know, there's probably no way for you to tell, but I've probably dug down a foot down into this muck, this wet area, but now I'm down to solid, good dirt. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab just a shovel and kind of scrape off the edges, and then I'm ready. It's not perfect, but it is done. So I'm gonna get on the phone, I'm gonna order, let's just do that right now. We're gonna just order the rock right now, that way it's done. Yeah, I wanted to order a load, I think you call them dirty chips. Ethan, E-T-H-A-N.
What do you need?
The dirty chips, I think you call them, just those, yeah, the fines. Just dumping. Okay, sounds good, we'll be here. Thank you, bye. Alright, so I don't know if this is a lean principle or not, but one of the things that I've learned about myself is that when I need to do something, instead of just saying, yeah, I need to do that, I just need to do that. So my wife would appreciate it if I did that in a lot of things in life. So I just ordered the dirty chips, and oddly enough, they're gonna come like now. So I'm looking around thinking about where I want them to drop the chips off, and I think that it's just gonna be easiest if I just have them bring them into the winter lot here. Actually, I'll probably just have them drive straight in the driveway and then just back up and drop them right here, because I wanted to spread some of them around that cattle water right there anyway, because it's kind of a compaction area. One thing that I did notice that I think I'm going to do before they get here is I have those piles of gravel that we got for the shed project, and there's some extra of that. So I've got a low spot right here, and I think I'm just going to bring some gravel in, put it right here. That way when that truck comes in, it doesn't make this any worse, because I think they said it's a 20-ton load, so that seemed like a big load, but what do I know?
Break in the barrel did swell. The hoop did break in the barrel did swell. Hoop did break in the barrel did swell. Killed Johnny Wilson dead as well. Well, walk Johnny Wilson walk.
And literally like 30 minutes after I order it, it's here. This is incredible. This is what happens when you get stuff done. I'm just gonna have him dump it right here, and it needs some stuff around it anyway, so I'm gonna have it kind of dump them in this hole here, and then it'll be close to the shed as well.
Walk, walk, Johnny Wilson, walk the walk. Walk, Johnny Wilson, walk the walk. Walk, Johnny Wilson, walk.
This is pretty fine stuff, as you can see. It's called 3/8 dirty chips, so it's really just the fines, as opposed to like a road stone or a road rock, or, you know, then even the top layer that we put on our gravel driveway. This really compacts down. I kind of used it in some areas out in front of the hoop house last year, and it worked really well where the pigs had dug down wallows and I wasn't getting good water drainage. This stuff works out great. The idea is to take this all the way over here into the shed and spread it out in here evenly, and then come in with just a, you know, vibrating compactor and compact this down. Lots of projects. I need another person. This is a runaround day. Earlier this week we had some friends who actually had stumbled onto the YouTube video, and one of the comments that they made was, man, you drive around a lot. Well, that's what I'm gonna do now. I'm headed up to Story City. We're gonna get meat. I'm gonna fill what we can in the freezer. So I'm not gonna bring back a ton of meat, but I've got some room in the doors. Maybe if I stack some chickens a little bit, I've got a little room. Basically, I want to be able to bring back some stuff, so I have pork for our market on Saturday and our CSA on Tuesday. More driving. Long drive, a little bit of meat. Check this out. This is a freezer. Someday I will have a walk-in freezer, but not this big. Not nearly this big, but I'm just going to bring this back in for them, and then we're going to take off, head home, get the next thing on the list. It's cold in here. I would say it's below 0. And just like that, we are back. I've got 2 coolers of pork. Hopefully I've got enough room in the freezers. In the freezer room, we'll see. I gotta unload it. It is, I don't know, 5 something. And then, you know, 12 hours from now, I'm gonna load it back into these coolers, take it up to Des Moines to sell. So I was listening to the weather while we were doing all that driving, and they said chance of rain tomorrow, or sprinkles, or mist. I guarantee if I leave this wagon full of corn outside, it's gonna be like downpour. So I'm gonna pull that wagon or back that wagon into the lean-to. Maybe I'll let you guys watch. I'm not very good at backing wagons. We'll see how it goes.
To see if the hen had laid. There was a rooster strutting along. Oh my Lord, he's singing this song. Well, walk Johnny Wilson, walk the walk, walk Johnny Wilson.
Sometimes a job done does not mean the job was done well. It's in there, but it's not really straight. That doesn't matter. All that matters is it's out of the rain in case it does rain tomorrow, so we are ready for that. I was just thinking about the rain as I was closing gates here and getting everything put away so the sheep don't walk in there tonight. And as I was thinking about that, I thought, man, if it's gonna rain in the morning, I'm gonna need to put my bed cover on the truck, which I don't have a great bed cover, so let's go finagle that together. My 20-year-old truck with a 20-year-old bed cover probably is like most other 20-year-old trucks with 20-year-old bed covers, in that this Velcro is not really Velcro anymore. I can get it to latch on the back with some screwdrivers and a little luck, and then I just put a old ratchet strap across the top. It does a job. I need to keep water out of the coolers. It keeps water out of the coolers. I don't know if you can see behind me, but the sun is basically down now. I got a funny story for you, and then I think I'm gonna sign off, get ready to go to farmer's market. So as I was pulling into Story City today to pick up the meat, I got a phone call from my cousin, and he said, I've got 2 things for you. He said, thing number 1, if you go over to that muffler, you can just pull it right off. I said, oh, you watch the videos. And he said, second thing, there is a big tractor down there. My cousin has a 4630, and down there is about 25 minutes away, 20 miles away or so. He said there's a big tractor down there, and there is a disc down there, which is the disc that I was planning to use to get my pig lot, pig pasture, whatever you want to call it, worked up. He said, you can just come down, get that tractor, and get that disc. Here's what that tells me. 1, if you're like my cousin and you're watching this video, give it a big thumbs up, a like, all that stuff. If my cousin's watching, he understands how crazy things are around here. So, you know, he said I was overthinking it. He knew exactly what was going on in my mind. So, 1, if you're watching the videos like my cousin is, give it a big thumbs up, a big like. He probably just gives it a big laugh because he knows he's gonna have to come up and fix some of the problems. If you do like the videos and like the content and everything that comes out, go ahead, subscribe, hit the notification bell. I really don't understand YouTube, but do all that stuff. That way, when a video comes out, you'll know that a video comes out. I hope you guys are having a great day. Whatever you're watching this, I'm gonna go try to accomplish something before the night's over. Goodness gracious.
Walk Johnny Wilson, walk the walk, walk Johnny Wilson.